Hello and welcome back to Raising the Robins with Carshalton Athletic. And just to start off, I'm going to let you know, well, contrary to what I said at the end of the last episode, literally just finished recording a couple of minutes ago, I am just going to play the Dorking game today. Bit of a shorter episode. I am not going to have time. It's nearly midnight. I need to get this recorded and I need to be able to have time to edit it, render it and upload it and all that tomorrow. In lieu of next week, as I explained, I'm going to be away for a bit, away from the computer and away from recording and probably stuff like that for a little while. So we'll just be doing the Dorking game, and then I'll try and play through it at work tomorrow and skip through, and the last episode will hopefully be somewhere probably near the end of the season. But we jump in here today as we have our youth intakes, and as you can see, Tony Corcoran is not looking like too bad of a prospect already. Attacking midfielder, which doesn't really work for us, but we can try and train him into being a step back here in the midfield role perhaps, and again, not so much in the playmaker role, but if we can work on some other bits. But 3-star already compared to the rest of the team, and 4, potentially 5-star, that's not so bad. And I think they're all, as my mouse goes a little bit crazy there, I think they're all fairly local, so they're all in Carshalton. I don't know any of them. They're not people, obviously, they're obviously regens, new gens, whatever, they're not real names, but no names. I'm just trying to see if there's any names that, relate to people I might actually know in the area or live around here, like could be their kids or something, but nothing that jumps out. But what is going on with my mouse? It keeps disappearing. So yeah, after them we've got a 2-star Jamie Palmer here, midfield right, potential to be quite good as well. It needs some work, but I mean they're only 16 and there's plenty of time for that. Inverted winger, which is, I think, what is going on with my mouse? It literally keeps disappearing and appearing somewhere else. We've got a good potential striker here, William Carter. Good bit of pace on him, but they're all on trial at the moment, but we will snap some of these up. Some of them will get released. I don't know why this guy is blacked out. I don't know who he is. But yeah, some good little prospects in this. So we'll try and sign some of those up. We'll get them on, on contract. Well, not contracts. Probably could get them on non-playing contracts or something. But we'll see what we can do. The other thing to mention is we're looking for, I don't know if I've got a new story about it recently. We're looking for a director of football, and the same 2 people keep saying, yes, I'm interested. One of them is awful. One of them is alright. And he is, let me see if I can search it. So yeah, Busumbru wants the Carshalton Post. He wants to be the director of football. That's absolutely amazing, and he's I can't get much better. He's not great, he's not amazing, but he's probably the best I can get at this level of football. But he is the chairman at Pickup, which are an academy team. I've looked at some of their players, they don't want to sign for me, so academy players don't want to sign for me, which is ridiculous. But I can't offer him a contract because he is a chairman, not a director of football. If anyone knows why that's happening or why he's applying, but he's literally wanting the job, but I can't offer it to him. So the search continues. The other guy is, not really worth my time in looking at 1s and 2s where I need them. So yeah, we'll keep looking. But just wanted to bring you the intakes, just show you that, and then we'll cut back for the Dorking game and the squad selection, which will probably be the same squad as last time. See you shortly. Here we are for the lineups, and yeah, we're on the right hand side in the green yellowy kit colour, although we should be, it's a kit, I've mentioned it a few times, it's a kit I'm not aware of us having. We have a red kit and a white kit. Obviously they're playing in red and white, so it doesn't really help, but surely in that stage they should be wearing their away kit, unless that has red and white as well. We've got Johnny English in midfield. Is that Oscar Ramirez? I think that's the guy, the accountant from The Office. We've got Colton Cole at left back. Chinua Cole, it's not him, obviously. Ming the Merciless at right back. So they've got a Lithuanian goalkeeper, I think. Well, it sounds Lithuanian, Latvian, something like that. And yeah, so we're going with the same team. We're going to just jump into it. I was toying with dropping King out at centre back because the fans aren't happy with him in the social media. The coaches are a little bit unsure of him, and his performances haven't been great. But he's the best option we've got that really can play there. We've got a few other options. We've got a Denye, but he's higher rated. He's got a better rating than him. Denye's just on the way out. He's unhappy as well at the moment. It's not someone, he'll probably be on his way out of the team soon, out of the club, because he's really not very happy. And we're getting less greens. What's going on? We're getting them more on the second go, I suppose. But a tough game here away to Dorking, and we might eventually switch up to the 3 at the back for the away games and the games we're not expected to win. But we've been in such good form that I haven't felt compelled to do that since that little spell where we did try it out. As they get in behind over the top again, but he is offside. luckily. Other than that opening highlight that was offside, nothing has happened until 15 minutes, and no shots have even taken place outside of highlights. So not a classic game so far. But if we can pick up the second ball, we don't. Somehow they beat 2 of our players and get it. Dodgy pass back there. Not anyone who watched my Arsenal save will see I had a few of those over the course of that save. As Hayter's in behind here, can he beat his man? He puts it over. He had a chance. He had a semi-open goal there. He should be scoring. And again, 35 minutes in, nothing has happened. We've just changed the line of engagement again. We pushed that up a notch. As we explained, we've been doing a bit more from now and then, just to see if it gets something going. I mean, they've had no shots at all, so cue them scoring now, I'm sure. Yep, they're going to score their first shot. No, good save from the goalkeeper. We've had 2 shots in total. One of them was that highlight. 3 shots in total. One of them was that highlight where Hayter put it over. Literally nothing is happening in this game particularly. The highlights are very few and far in between, and they're like that. As we get into half-time here, level, literally still nothing has happened. We're not winning the possession in this game like we usually do, which is a little bit worrying, because it means we're not playing our usual game. But if we can come out second half, like I say, we always seem to respond better in the second half to getting in at half-time. Normally we're losing, so we have a bit of a rollicking and that G's everyone up. Not today, we are drawing. A draw here wouldn't be the worst result. I mean, obviously we're not going to gain ground, but it obviously means we're not losing any ground, which is the main thing. Oh, nearly an own goal opportunity there. I mean, was that a bit of a pass back? Possibly. So they have a throw in here deep in our half. We've just made a change. Mike Dixon is now on for Hayter. I mean, he's actually playing the better out of the 2 strikers, but we can't take Koroma off. He is our talisman. He's our main man. We can't be taking him off. We need him to pick up and start firing. And it's a throw in starting for us this time. They do make the interception. Something that's still going on in this game is, they're over the top. They're going to score, aren't they? No, keeper makes save. It's the throw-ins just not going to your man, your own player. It's ridiculous, but literally nothing has happened in the game. I'm glad. We're going to get beaten at the end, aren't we? Oh, can we counter ourselves? Koroma finds Dixon. Find a pass. Don't get tackled. Popo, you got to make it, mate. What's the goalkeeper doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. What are the defence and the goalkeeper doing? The defender, Popo, leaves it for Scott in goal, and he just needs to come out and kick it. And it's like that red bar from the Resident Evil film. He's just around the edge of the box. If he goes out there, he's going to get split in half or something. He just runs back and leaves it. And I don't know how we've lost this game. Literally nothing has happened. A draw would have been so fair. I was just literally about to say I'm glad I brought you this barnstorming game with a 0-0. I suppose you've got a goal, but not the one we'd want to see, really, is it? I mean, obviously the last game I brought you the 4-all. 8 goals. We brought you 1 today, but nothing. What a disappointment. That drops us severely down the table. 2 very bad results. Just changes the story of this save and this season, really. You know, we've been playing so well. I mean, the good thing is we've got a good run of games coming up, so we have a chance of putting that right and just bouncing back up the table. But I think that is pretty much the playoffs out of reach now. I mean, they were pretty tight to start with. I think that is it. We'll have a look at the table. So yeah, we're down to 9th now. Like I said, it's still very tight around here. And actually, Folkestone had Bishop Stortford, who were down the bottoms. They might have had a bit of a resurgence themselves, I think. They beat Folkestone Invicta 2-1, actually. So did us a little bit of a favour there. They've kept that. Obviously, they've jumped ahead of us, but they've pegged Folkestone back. I mean, 4th place with Dorking. They were pretty much far away anyway. They are definitely out of the. They're pretty safe in that spot now. No one who's outside the playoffs is catching them, I would have thought, unless they have a monumental collapse. Based on that performance, it's very much possible. So they did not deserve to win that game. Nor did we. Don't get me wrong. A 0-0 would have been very, very fair. But a couple of good games against them. We've got Potters Bar next, who are down here. Obviously, we're not coming back for them in the next episode. We've got Potters Bar, Brighton Sea, Burgess Town and Whitehawk. So Potters Bar, Brighton Sea, Whitehawk, Burgess Hill Town. They're all down here, so they're winnable games. So, you know, if we get 9 points out of 9 there, we could be looking at a big jump straight back up. And if other results go our way, which is what we need Koroma to start scoring again as well. think he scored in the last game, the 4, but we didn't get the win, unfortunately. So we need to tighten up a little bit at the back as well. We need to look at that. So that's something I'll be looking at tomorrow when I'm playing, maybe dropping the sweeper keeper in. So that is another situation where the goalkeeper and defence have just messed up and gifted a very, very easy goal. Goals that we don't seem to score, it seems. We have to score well-worked, well-crafted, nice goals generally. Where we're going to come back for next time, I don't actually know. Probably as far as I can get playing at work tomorrow. I mean, I'll probably be able to play all of the rest of March. We're probably looking at maybe coming back somewhere in April, or possibly how the season's going. If we can get to May, I may do that as well. Depends how the time goes with editing, recording the other two, this video and yesterday, the one I did earlier, that you already would have seen, of course, a couple of days ago. Depends on that. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, the fantastic game that we just had, please do drop a like, drop a sub to the channel if you're new here as well, and any comments, as always, much appreciated. It all helps the channel grow, the likes, the comments, the subs, all good. Aiming for 100 subs by the end of the year, probably a bit of a stretch. We're on 78, 79 last count. 100 by the end of the year would be absolutely fantastic. So if you are new, please do drop a like on, drop that sub on. It help me out, help the channel out, all that good stuff. Got a few more experiments on the way as well, so if that's what you're here for, I've got a few the files done, I just need to record them. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.